Hello and welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. It's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt the feature of many a highlights reel. And let's hope we see more of those in the race today. A lap of Paul Ricard then consists of 15 corners and a total length of around 3.6 miles. Drivers will need to position their cars carefully on the exit of the flat-out turn 10, ready for the double apex right-hander at 11. Watch out for potential overtaking action at the end of the start-finish straight and into the heavy braking zone of turn 8. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and Vettel, Ocon, Hubert, Albon, and Carlos Sainz. Norris, Kvyat, Pierre Gasly, and Perez, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen, and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, Russell, Latifi, and Oldtimer. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
What up guys, it's your brother Joe here and welcome back once again to my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are now at round 10 at France, obviously part 9 because I didn't have the Spain footage. We're starting at the back, we took a load of new components to take us to the end of the season. Let's go then! So we've already gained a position at the hand of Latifi. We're trying to gain what we can on this opening lap. I'm starting on the medium tyres and aiming to go long. If you haven't seen my most recent episode before this, go check that out and then come back and check this out, like, please. Anyway, we're alongside Latifi again, having lost the position. We're going down the inside here and we're trying to squeeze our way through so we can go around the outside and make up a couple of positions, which we have done. Although Grosjean's not letting this one go. Surprisingly not, actually, because it's his home race. And now we're having... That's Magnussen, actually. Sorry. Well, this commentary is going to hell, but we're now going around the outside of Magnussen, and we've actually gone a little bit deep there. Have we completed the move, though? Yes, we have. Next up is Russell and Giovinazzi. So, in the middle of lap 1, we've already gained 3 places, which is good going, but we need to keep that momentum up. We need to keep moving through the field so that we can try and get as best result as possible. Okay, now we're nipping down the inside here. That is P18. Russell not putting up that much of a fight at all. Next up is Giovinazzi, who we should be able to get by quite quickly with any luck. Where we're quite a bit behind him because we lost a bit of time fighting Russell. We're coming up to end the first lap now. I'm taking a very brave dive bomb there. There's contact, but I think I have got past Giovinazzi despite the rudeness of the execution of my overtake. Next up is Kimi Raikkonen, and if you want to see another rude move, that was it. Although Raikkonen's trying to come back, he's not taking that one easily. But eventually we've completed the move, and Raikkonen will just have to accept that we have got the position that we are coming through. Right now we're up to the 2 racing points are in 14th and 15th at the moment. It's Perez and Stroll. Stroll being the first one we need to overtake. Right, are we going to have a cheeky look up the inside here? Yes, we are. A little bit of a brush on Stroll, but we are through. In what I can only describe as the most ambitious dive bomb I'm taking. I'm really just trying to make up as many positions as soon as I physically can because, you know, we want to move forwards. Right, Perez is next in my most ambitious overtaking spot. Move done. Next up is Norris and Kvyat, who are 12th and 13th. So we're making some decent progress here. We're a couple of laps into the race, and we have moved up a few positions, which is good going, but we need to keep up as we go into Norris there, making a very ambitious dive, but we go around the outside of the second part of that corner, and we have got that overtake done, but Norris is coming straight back at us, and Perez is on the other side as well. How is that going to resolve itself? I think Norris had to back out, but he's sticking with us. But I think we've just about covered Norris off. Next up is Kvyat and another ambitious dive. The drivers seem to be turning in. They don't seem to be registering that I'm going alongside them there, because they all seem to turn in on me a little bit there. I don't know if that's my own incompetence getting in the way or what, but the rest of the AI have now pitted, the drivers that are on softs, and we are now leading the race. So this is my opportunity to try and stretch my legs just a little bit, try and get away from the rest of the field. But unfortunately we have another engine issue for my teammate Antoine Hubert. He is not getting any of the luck at the moment, so that is so unfortunate for him. But right now, at the end of lap 10, we are making our first stop. We're going back onto the medium tyres, as they really seem to be working for us at the moment. And it helps us go long. We're going to try and finish the race on softs and go for a really quick finish. We're down to 19th, but I think, again, there are some other drivers that haven't pitted yet. So we just got to take everything with a pinch of salt right now and just give it the best we can on both our stints. We nearly go into a Haas there, just missing our brakes. Or, sorry, that's a Williams even. But we're now on Latifi's right. Sorry, on Russell's right-hand side. I'm getting it wrong left, right and centre here today. I don't even know what's going on with this commentary anymore. But now we've got that place. Next up is Pierre Gasly, and he is the next car to overtake. Diving down the inside then of turn 1, we've got the move done. That is P17. Alex Albon is next. He's having a bit of a shocking afternoon here. Like, given we started at the back and we've caught him, that is not where you want to be. That is not where you want to be at all. And now we're catching up to the back of a train of cars. And, well, again, we don't really want to be wasting too much time. So we're diving up the inside of Sainz. Sainz is trying to fight us for it. But we've got that move done. And just look at the mayhem that is causing this train of cars. We're riding on board with a Haas while they're just going side by side with each other, slowing each other all up, and that's bringing us right into this. Sainz, though, sticking with my rear, possibly thinking, you know what, if I can do that, I might have a chance. That was a very half-assed move on Albon. That was never going to work. That could only have ended in me having damage if I did stick that one out. Luckily for me, I knew when to back out there, and now we're going to try and go around the outside of Albon here, which sets us nicely up to dive up the inside. And again, another car just turning in, not registering that we're on the inside. Although, if I'm honest, that's not really an overtaking space. That's just me making ambitious dive bombs, trying to get past. Right, we're up to the rear of Daniel Ricciardo now, so we're battling some of the front end cars with Vettel right with him. And Albon's coming back at me. No, Albon, just back out of it. We're really fighting him there, but Albon having to back out because we took the inside on the next part of the corner and we gave him nothing. We showed him no mercy there. And Albon just being forced to back right out of it. Right, now we're right back behind Ricciardo again. Is Albon going to have another look? He might do, actually, although he doesn't seem to have the legs to do it, thanks to us having DRS. Ricciardo and Vettel, though, are side by side, and I don't want to waste time being held up by these two. I nearly go into Vettel there. That would have been a bit of front wing damage. Albon coming back at me again. I'm giving him just about the width of an F1 car to complete his move, and Albon getting back past, although I don't think that's going to last very long. No, we back out of that one. And Sainz again having a look up the outside. It seems I cannot get shot of either Sainz or Albon here. They are both giving me a headache. I think Sainz has pitted, so right now the race leader is Charles Leclerc, with Albon second, me third, and Stroll looking very competitive in fourth, and I believe he is on the hard tyres. He's not stopping again, and if that's the case, he's looking extremely competitive in this race. He's really looking in a good position. Lando Norris is P5, meanwhile we're about to dispatch Albon. He goes defensive, but we take an even bigger dive up the inside, and Albon's attempt at defence just wasn't good enough to keep us behind. Now we're in the race lead as we start lap 20. Everyone else is now pitted, and the leading drivers that are going to the end are Stroll, Norris, Hamilton. What a top end that is. And Bottas, I believe, has got past Hamilton now, and he's going to try and get after the other guys. But we've got a safety car situation because Max Verstappen, the championship leader going into this race, has had an engine blowout. That is so unfortunate for him. And you know what? This safety car allows us to pit, although I don't know why it's telling me to pass Hubert. He was out of the race much earlier. So, GG with the graphic on that one. Right, we're about to get underway. Lance Stroll leading proceedings here. But you know what? We have an advantage on these cars now. They're all on hard tyres. We're on soft. So that safety car has worked out an absolute treat for us now, because we're now in P6 and we're right with the pack, and we have the much better tyre, which will allow us to just breeze past half of these. So you know what? That safety car has worked an absolute treat for me, and I think has gifted me a brilliant chance at taking the win, especially if Stroll is holding this lot up. We're now up to Valtteri Bottas already, who has got Lando Norris for company, and he needs to get past Lando as quickly as he could to try and have a shot at Stroll. But you know what? That's not happening. Norris is backing him up there. I was trying to say Lando and Norris at the same time, and it came out as Loris. Right, we're now round the outside of Bottas, having made a dive, and we have completed the move on Valtteri, and that's going to frustrate him quite a bit. Now we're going to have a look round the outside and do our favourite move on Norris, and, well, he turned in a little less and fought that one off a little less, and I think Bottas is going to get past him as well. Collision rubbish! That was just hard, aggressive and fair racing, as we also now have the fastest lap in doing this as well. But, yeah, this is crazy stuff happening right now. Right, we're now on the back of Stroll for the lead. Words I never thought I would say, but this is the situation we find ourselves in. Battling Lance Stroll for the lead. We take a dive up the inside of the racing point. He's trying to fight it, but we just fought it that much harder, and we've taken the lead with 3 laps to go. This is an incredible turn of fortune for us. With the safety car, I think the highest we could have made would probably have been 3rd or 4th, especially with, you know, the other drivers running to the Delta before we pitted. So, that pit stop, the timing of that, of the safety car, and us being able to make that pit stop, and our strategy, fortune just completely working in our favour. Although, you know what, lucky win or not, I will take that. We grabbed the win at the French Grand Prix from last to first. What a result! Get in.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
You know what? Perhaps that might be one of the luckiest wins I've ever had on this game, alongside with the
So
one I
then,
got in
it's
Season
time
1
to
at
see how
Austin,
this result
and the one I got in this season at Vietnam. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and check that out, because that's the weirdest win I've ever got. But once again, fortune favouring me and allowing me to take the win, Lance Stroll did manage to hold on to P2, Bottas and Norris rounding out the top 4, then it's Hamilton, Perez, Ricciardo, Giovinazzi in 8th, followed by Leclerc and Raikkonen 9th and 10th, and with that we take the lead of the Drivers' Championship, and our goal of winning the Drivers' Championship suddenly looking like it really could happen. Who knows what's going to happen in the next few races? Well, I'm going to leave you guys with the highlights reel. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you very much. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's bye-bye for now.